Hi there, my darling Aries. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Aries, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology Oracle cards. And then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with Angel Answer cards. My goodness, we are so close to the end of the year now. And I hope everyone's feeling this lighter energy and no more Mercury retrograde action, and things are moving forward for you. All right, my darling Aries, what messages does Aries need to know? New moon in Virgo, trust, all will be well. Yeah. And that's what we need to do, I feel, is, have faith and trust and know that all will be well. If we're sitting here thinking, oh no, this is going to happen, oh, what if that happens, what if this happens, then you're going to get more of that. The law of attraction says you need to act as if. So, my darling Aries, I feel for you that there just needs to be an element of trust here. Trust, even though you can't see what's in front of you, you can't see what's ahead of you, just trust that everything is working out for your highest good, my darling Aries. So yes, I feel that's the message here for you. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aries. What does Aries need to know for 8th of December 2020? Eight of Swords, King of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Yeah, there's your knowing, trusting that all will be well, my darling Aries. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the 8 of Swords, and the 8 of Swords is a card of self-imposed restrictions. So that, feeling of that you're stuck in your own thoughts here, my darling Aries, but you're not. You have the ability to get yourself out of any kind of stuck feeling, my darling Aries. You can see here she's got a blindfold on and her hand is up to that blindfold. She could easily remove that blindfold from her eyes, take these bindings off and step out of these swords here into this water here, which I feel is the flow of life. You need to release yourself from any kind of, negative thinking, negative thoughts. And I think it goes hand in hand with that trust all will be well card, is that maybe, in, the latter part of November, we were just all feeling that, retro energy was pulling us, from pillar to post type of energy. But I feel, and it sort of gets you into that feeling of not trusting yourself, not trusting what's happening to you, or that feeling of, am I ever going to get out of this? That's kind of what I feel for you off this 8 of Swords, is that you've been in that feeling of, am I ever going to, get out of this energy of just feeling stuck? My darling Aries, I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. And also, blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition. So I feel that it would be beneficial for you to just take some time, go within, and just trust that all will be well, my darling Aries, because I feel that it will be here, just with what else is, on the table here. And then you've got the King of Cups. So I feel in this energy here that you're represented here by the King of Cups. I feel that once you can get yourself out of that 8 of Swords, feeling of, just being stuck and in that, self-imposed restriction type of energy, that you will embody this beautiful King of Cups energy, which is the energy of being emotionally stable, my darling Aries, which is a beautiful energy to be in. That beautiful energy of, just he sits amongst the choppy waters on his throne, calm, cool, calm, collected, in charge of his emotions, my darling Aries. And I feel that that's the energy that you need to be in this week, is to just trust, as I said, all will be well, but also feel that amidst any kind of chaos that's going on around you, to, be calm. Know that this is just, whatever's going on around you is not affecting you. You are in control, my darling Aries. You're in control of how you feel. You're in control of how you respond to any kind of, chaos or that's going on around you. And I feel that you will just, once you get yourself out of that Eight of Swords energy, like I said, that you will find yourself being able to just sit in that energy of feeling cool, calm, and collected, in charge, my darling Aries, of your own emotions here, which is that energy of the King of Cups. Like I said, he sits on his throne amidst choppy waters, in control of his emotions, not allowing any outside influences to rattle him, my darling Aries. And I feel that would benefit you this week, to just, know yourself, not know thyself, my darling Aries, and know that, like, everything is working out for your highest good and you are in control of your emotions, my darling Aries. And then, because then you have the beautiful Six of Wands here. Now, this Six of Wands is victory and success. It is you being celebrated here. It is you finding victory over what has happened, my darling Aries, which I love to see. This tells me that this energy of, this self-imposed restriction that you've been going through is temporary, my darling Aries, because if you can just trust that all will be well, it will be. Good. Here it comes. You are being celebrated, my darling Aries. You are being recognized for your hard work, for your achievements, for being able to stay cool, calm, and collected amidst chaos, my darling Aries. You will find that people will celebrate you, that they will want to, emulate you. They will want to, be you, because of how you are amidst anything that's going on around you, my darling Aries. You can see on the card here, she holds the victory wreath here. She's got a crown on and she's got another victory wreath underneath that crown there. And these people here, look, they're celebrating her. They're throwing their hands up. She is being celebrated. She is victorious here, my darling Aries. So I encourage you to, trust, as that new moon in Virgo says, trust all will be well, because it will be, my darling Aries. So I love to see this for you. Definitely. All right, so if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that there is that whole overarching energy of trust all will be well should be your mantra for this week, because there is, I feel, some negativity here, some self-doubt, some self-imposed restriction that you need to work through. But I feel if you can just let that go and trust that you're on the right path, trust that all will be well, set your intentions to be like the King of Cups, cool, calm, and collected amidst the chaos, you will be victorious this week. No doubt about it. Feel it very strongly for you, my darling Aries. So I love to see this for you. Amazing. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow, and lets me know that I'm on the right track with what I'm doing here. Alrighty, let's get final messages for you, my darling Aries. Get more information, they say. Yeah, so look, if you need to get more information to allow yourself, to put your mind at ease, do it, my darling Aries. Look for a sign, they say. Yeah, look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols that your guides will put in your place, will put before you, so you can know that you're on the right track. Yeah. What did I say? Let go, my darling Aries. Let go to receive. Let go of the energy of the self-imposed restriction. In the near future, they say, you've got a yes. Yes, love this for you, my darling Aries. This is a beautiful reading. Might start off a little bumpy, but I just feel that that's leftover energy from, this Mercury retrograde that we have or that we had, and you're feeling just a little bit, just a little bit out of it for the minute. But trust that all will be well, and I feel that all will be well for you, my darling Aries. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Taurus, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then we will finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Taurus, what messages does Taurus need to know for the week of December the 8th, 2025? What does Taurus need to know? Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. So I feel for you, my darling Taurus, that this might be encouraging you just to, take some time out here. You can see on the card here, she's like meditating at the moon. We've come through this brutal, I feel, brutal Mercury retrograde that we've just come through. And, I feel that we're being encouraged just to, once this festive season starts to ramp up, that take some time now to rest, relax, recover, to gather your energies, to, take the time where you can to take some time out and, feel more rather than, try and talk, just so you can gather your energies, get yourself back to being able to then throw yourself into the festive season and really enjoy it, my darling Taurus. And that's kind of what I feel off that talk less, feel more. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Taurus. What does Taurus need to know for the week of December the 8th? The Ace of Wands, yeah, love it. Passionate new beginning. Got the King of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, love it. Wow. Love this energy. You definitely have clarity and wisdom, my darling Taurus. All right, what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the beautiful Ace of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is a card of out with the old, in with the new. It's, that card of a passionate new beginning, my darling Taurus. So if there may be something that, some kind of inspiration that just comes in and just grabs you, my darling Taurus. Some kind of passionate new beginning is coming in for you. With that talk less, feel more, I feel that if you can just take some time, take some time to rest, relax, recover, you will be ready for this, my darling Taurus. I just, you can see the new growth on the Ace of Wands here. It is that's, that seed that you've planted is finally going to come to fruition, my darling Taurus. So I just feel that there is some kind of passionate new beginning. You're going to be inspired here to take action towards, your long-term wealth and security, my darling Taurus. So I love to see that for you. And then you've got the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is a card of being in the energy of just not having knowledge, wisdom, and clarity. And I feel that you this week, my darling Taurus, are embodying the energy of the King of Swords. I feel that you can see how he's just sitting on his throne, very nonchalant like, and it's reminding me of that talk less, feel more card. It's that energy of, I know I'm in my energy. I know I'm comfortable. I have all the knowledge and wisdom that I need. I have the clarity that I need, and I'm ready, my darling Taurus. So I feel that you embodying this energy of the King of Swords is going to allow you to just not take action at this time, but know that you have all the knowledge and wisdom that you need when the time is right. And the time is going to be right because the Ace of Wands is here. So I feel that if you can just, be in that energy of this King of Swords here, you can see he's just relaxing on his throne. He's taking his time. He's gathering his resources. He's chilling out. He holds the sword of truth here. There may be a situation, even though it says talk less, feel more. When the time is right, my darling Taurus, I feel you will speak your truth for whatever this, goal, wish, or dream is that you're wanting to accomplish here. I feel you have all the knowledge and wisdom to accomplish this, my darling Taurus. So embodying this energy of this King of Swords will really benefit you this week, I feel. And then you've got the divine Nine of Pentacles. So the Nine of Pentacles is all about gratitude and luxuries. It's about, it's about your environment. It's about knowing that you have enough, my darling Taurus. This is kind of your energy as well as it's earth energy. It's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So I feel it's just kind of you. It's like an extension of you in your own energy, my darling Taurus. Like I said, it's a card of gratitude and luxuries. You can see she has 3 pentacles here and 6 here. She is happy to give away these 3 pentacles here because she always has 6 for herself. The law of attraction says what you give out comes back to you, tenfold usually. But she's giving out 3, she's getting back 6. That's the way it works. What you give out comes back to you. So if you can know that that's the law of reciprocity, that law of, giving out, giving and receiving, my darling Taurus. Not that we always have to give to receive or that we give only to receive. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that this is just the law of reciprocity. When you give out, knowing that you have enough, more will come to you, my darling Taurus. So I feel too, I'm drawn to her looking at this bird here as well. So I feel that focus this week will be important for you. And the King of being in that energy of the King of Swords, he is all about focus. He is calm, cool, collected, focused on what it is that he wants to accomplish. Like I said, when the time is right, speak your truth. Even because this says talk less, feel more. So like I said, you need to gather your resources here. This is all about gathering your resources, being in that energy of being grateful for what you have, being grateful for your beautiful environment that you live in, only being focused on what it is, on the outcome that you want, not on what you don't want, my darling Taurus. That's what I feel off that Nine of Pentacles for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that you embodying this energy of the King of Swords is going to allow you just to sit and wait until you're ready, until the time is right for you to put into motion what it is that you want. To put into motion, taking this Ace of Wands here, this beautiful new beginning. Something is coming for you, but it's just brewing at the moment. You know, I feel that it's probably not ready just yet, but it's coming, my darling Taurus. I feel that when the time is right, you will recognize this and you will strike. You will take advantage of this beautiful new beginning and this whole energy of it's going to allow you to put you in this feeling of gratitude and luxuries, my darling Taurus, in, you know, that everything you want and desire almost. You're almost at the 10 of Pentacles here, my darling, which is, like I said, building and leaving a legacy. So this is you being on your way towards that. And I love this for you, my darling Taurus. Yeah, so wow, beautiful energies, beautiful reading for you, my darling Taurus. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. Now, I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, please subscribe to my channel. So many of you that watch my readings are not subscribed, and it's free, doesn't cost you anything, but it really does something to the algorithm and helps my channel grow and pushes my content out to more people that need to see it. So I would love it if you could please. All right, let's get final messages for you. Look for a sign, they say. Yeah, look for the signs, the synchronicities, the symbols. And when you can take a step back and, you know, rest, relax, recover, that's when these will be revealed to you. Improving health. Yeah, I think that's just going to be a byproduct of you pulling back a little bit, my darling Taurus. Be assertive, they say. Like I said, that is when the time is right, take action, is what I said off that Ace of Wands. Even off the King of Swords there, when I said, when the time is right, you will speak your truth. Be assertive, my darling Taurus. A year from now, they say, you've got a yes. Yeah, so don't freak out and go, oh my God, I'm going to have to wait a year. No, what I feel this means, because, you know, this is not ready yet, I don't feel. I feel that you're going to look back on this situation in a year's time and just go, wow, how far you have come. You know, all the things that you were worried about not coming into fruition, my darling Taurus, are going to happen for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Geminis. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Geminis, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Gemini, what messages does Gemini need to know for this week of December the 8th, 2025? What does Gemini need to know? Last quarter moon in Pisces. Talk less, feel more. So, my darling Gemini, it looks like you're being encouraged here to, you know, maybe take a step back and feel more of the feels rather than, you know, trying to control everything by, you know, talking and forcing maybe something, or forcing person, place or thing, or forcing a situation, whatever that means to you. The seems that you're being encouraged here to, you know, we've just come through this brutal Mercury retrograde. It was definitely brutal for me, with, you know, different things that went on. But I feel that the energy now is moving. We're moving through that. We're moving forward. But it's important to leave behind what happened. You know, do not bring into the future the crap that happened in the past. You know, leave it behind, my darling Geminis. And I feel maybe that's what this is saying to you, is to just, you know, take a step back, rest, relax, recover. I mean, because your ruler is Mercury. So your ruling planet is Mercury, as is mine, Virgo. So those Mercury retrogrades can tend to affect you, Geminis and Virgos, a lot more. So for us, I think it's just, or for you, I think it's just a good time to rest, relax, recover, take a step back and observe, my darling Geminis. But feel the feels. It's saying feel more, so don't allow yourself not to feel, but maybe just, you know, talk less. That's what it says. All right, let us consult the tarot here and see what messages are coming in for you. What does Gemini need to know for the week of December the 8th, 2025? Ooh, 2 cards come out. This has been happening a lot today. We've got the 7 of Cups and the Emperor. Wow, okay. They wanted to come out together, so I brought them out together. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands. Okay. I feel like there's some contrasting energies here because we've got, you know, the Emperor and this is all about taking action here, controlling action, and yet the overarching energy is just telling you to take a step back. So we've definitely got a bit of conflicting energy coming in here. So you may feel you're being pulled here, or that you're not quite sure. You want to take a step back, but then you want to take the action as well. So yeah, anyway, we'll get into it. But what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with 2 cards here, the 7 of Cups and the Emperor. The 7 of Cups is all about, you know, being sport for choice. You can see all these cups here. And he has to decide which one to bring down into the physical plane here. They can call it the dream maker's torment because these are all in dream world. There's good things and bad things in these cups. But, you know, whatever dream, goal, wish or dream it is you want to bring down to earth, you know, you need to bring it into the physical realm. You can't just leave it in dreamland here. So you need to make a decision here with the 7 of Cups. The Emperor, this is Aries energy. So if you have Aries in your chart at all, I would say go and watch the Aries reading because there could be a message there for you. But the Emperor is like completely opposite energy of the 7 of Cups. This is dreamy energy. This is I can't make a decision energy. This energy here is I'm in control. I know exactly what I want to do. I am controlling. So this is why I feel there could be conflicting, or you may feel that conflicting energy this week is because of these very vast conflicting type of energies, my darling Geminis. So, you know, you can see here the Emperor, he holds his world in his hands here. This is, you know, his world, and he looks at his world and is like he wants to control everything there is in this world, my darling Geminis. So that's why it's such a contrasting energy, because this one here is I don't know what I want to do, or I've got to make a choice or a decision here. Not really a choice, it's actually a decision. But this here is I know exactly what I want to do. I know where I want to go, what I want to do type of energy. So I feel that this could just be saying to you that you're going to have mixed, you know, feelings this week. You're going to, you know, in one hand, you can be not sure about which way you want to go. The next minute you can be so steadfast and be so in control that, you know, you're just going to smash through decisions. So I would say to you to just be aware that there could be a bit of a push me, pull me type of energy around you this week, and that I do feel more that you will be embodying this energy of the Emperor, where you will be feeling that you are in control, or that you have control over your situation here. I feel that having this control will allow you to make the decision that you need to make with this goal, wish or dream. my darling Gemini. So I hope that makes sense, but that's kind of what I feel here with these two. That was that way. I feel with these two energies. Because then you've got the Page of Wands. So the page, if you've been watching me for a while, you know, the pages in the tarot are messengers, and this little fella comes in to spark some inspiration in you. You can see he holds the Ace of Wands here, and it is glowing. This is inspired. He's got some kind of inspired action that he wants to take, my darling Geminis. And I feel that is part of that Seven of Cups, is that once you embody the energy of the Emperor, of taking control, it will allow you to, you know, have this spark of inspiration. It will allow you to know what choice or decision it is that you want here and take the action towards it. I've already just sort of told you the reading, but that's kind of what I'm downloading intuitively of this reading here, my darling Geminis. So what I feel is that, yeah, you are going to get that spark of inspiration to know exactly what it is you want to do, where you want to go, in what direction you want to go, who you want to go with, and you're just going to go for it, is what I feel, my darling Geminis, which I love. I love this for you. I love that, you know, you are no longer going to be wondering what it is, you know, what choice or a decision that you need to make. I feel that you're just going to get the spark. It's going to come to you. You're going to know exactly what it is you want and take the action you need, my darling Geminis. Because then you've got the Knight of Wands here. The Knight of Wands is all about taking action. You can see she's got the horse by the reins. She's moving. She's off. She also holds the Ace of Wands here. She is galloping towards her destination, my darling Geminis. And I feel that's just how once you've made that decision, this is how your week is going to go. You are just going to charge ahead, charge forward with whatever goal, wish or dream it is that you want, my darling Geminis. And that's sort of part of the Mercury retrograde clearing too, is where things may have, with that Seven of Cups, I do feel that sort of leftover Mercury retrograde energy, that indecision, that not sure, that things aren't clear type of energy. Whereas once it clears and you take control with that Emperor, embodying that energy of the Emperor, you're going to know exactly what it is you want. You know, you're going to know exactly which direction you're going to want to go, my darling Geminis. Take action and move forward, gallop forward with what it is, where it is you want to go, my darling Gemini. So I love this for you. No more indecision, my darling Geminis. You're off, is what I feel. And I've already probably put it together, but I'll just do a recap. Like I said, I do feel that this is leftover energy from the Mercury retrograde, the, you know, not being able to decide which way. You embodying the energy of the Emperor is going to change that. You're going to take control. You're going to be in control of your world, my darling Geminis. That will allow this spark of inspiration to come in, that I know now. You know which direction you want to go. You know what decision you want to make, and you're going for it. You're taking action, being assertive, being bold. You're off. And I love this for you. So you're galloping away into your beautiful future, my darling Gemini. So I love to see this for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does something to the algorithm, helps my channel grow. It's free, does not cost you anything to subscribe and or like or comment or anything like that. So, but it really, what it does for my readings really does help me out. So I'd really appreciate it. All right, my darling Geminis, let's get final messages for you. Helpful people. So there may be helpful people around you. So if people offer to help, take the help, my darling Geminis. Communicate clearly. Yeah, that will be part of I think that leftover energy from Mercury retrograde. Communicate what it is that you want clearly, concisely, my darling Geminis. Remain positive. Yeah. You know, you cannot manifest what it is that you want if your self-talk is negative. You need to remain positive. Speak positively. Speak in the present tense. I have. I am. My darling Geminis. Very important. Wait, they say, because you've got yes. And look, the wait could just be wait until this foggy energy clears. Wait until you feel that spark of inspiration within you. You'll know when it is, my darling Geminis. Don't force this decision, choice, whatever it is. Don't force it. You'll know when the time is right to just go for it, I feel. My darling Geminis, I love this for you. So thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Cancerians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Cancerians, what messages does Cancer need to know for the week of December the 8th, 2025? What messages does Cancer need to know? Last quarter moon in Virgo, attend to the details. So there may be some things that you need to attend to, my darling Cancerians, that maybe during the Mercury retrograde that we had, you've just sort of let go and hasn't been completed yet. So you are being encouraged, my darling Cancerians, to, now that the retrograde is over and we're moving out of shadow, that will happen next week, attend to the details. Keep moving forward. Don't let whatever this was or is, don't let this just go. You're being encouraged to attend to the details and complete something, I feel, my darling Cancerians. Now let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Cancerians. What messages does Cancer need to know for the week of December the 8th? Death card, love it. Oh, the Empress, even better. And the Page of Swords. He's come up a lot in these readings. This Page of Swords. I feel that, you know, because of we're coming out of the Mercury retrograde, that he's sparking a lot of inspiration in people, and not inspiration, curiosity. I feel that, you know, now that that sort of murky energy is over, we're being encouraged to, you know, be more curious about certain things that, you know, we may have thought, oh, that's not where I want to go, or that's not what I want to do. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the beautiful Death card, and, you know, the Death, this is Scorpio energy. So if you do have your fellow water sign of Scorpio in your chart at all, I would encourage you to go and watch the Scorpio reading. But the Death card is never about literal death, my darling Cancerians. It is all about change and transformation. Yes, love it. So I feel that, you know, now that we are coming out of that Mercury retrograde energy, that you have this big, you know, what was building up during that time, even though it may have felt as if, you know, you were taking 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Things have been building. Momentum has been building. You are coming to a point where change and transformation is going to is going to occur for you, my darling Cancerians. I feel you're going through this some kind of metamorphosis where you're, coming from the caterpillar into the beautiful butterfly is what I feel to tell you out of this. And I know that sounds cliche, but that's just kind of what I'm getting off the death card for you, is that things really slowed down for you during Mercury retrograde, and you were feeling, like I said, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, and stuck in some parts. But now it's time to move forward, my darling Cancerians. This beautiful period of change and transformation is on its way to you. Because then you've got the beautiful Empress card, and I feel the result of the change and transformation for you will be the birth of something new. It could literally be the birth of a child. So if you've been trying to get pregnant, congratulations, this could be the time. If you're not wanting to get pregnant, then I'd be careful. But the Empress is all about abundance and effortless abundance. It is also about the birth of something new, whether it's the birth, like I said, of an actual child, or it could be the birth of an enterprise, a birth of a new idea, a birth of a new job, a new home, just something within your life that is new, that's something that you haven't been through before. It's coming, my darling Cancerians. Definitely effortless abundance is around you. Change and transformation is around you, my darling Cancerians, but you are just being encouraged to attend to the details, whatever that means for you. And that will be, I feel, left over from the retrograde, that there were little things that didn't get done because it was just everything you tried to do, you come up with a roadblock. But now's the time to get it done, my darling Cancerians. Yes, that's what I feel. And I do feel such effortless abundance around you at this time as well. And then you've got the Page of Swords. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And I feel he's coming up to spark your inspiration, to get moving, not spark your inspiration, spark your curiosity, to want to learn more about what this change and transformation is, to learn more about how you can attend to the details, to learn more about how you can move forward with this effortless abundance. What can you do? What is this birth of something new that you're going to do, my darling Cancerians? What are you curious about? Could you be curious about, I wonder if that will work? Yes, go for it, my darling Cancerians. That's what I feel. It's that kind of energy. It's that, having that idea and going, I'm going to learn more about that. That's what the Page of Swords does for you. It sparks that curiosity and it pushes you to want to learn more about something. So do it, my darling Cancerians. Do it. I feel it will be so beneficial for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel, like I said, with this Attend to the Details card, you're coming through that Mercury retrograde energy into the light, from having to, like I said, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. You sort of felt like you were walking through mud, my darling Cancerians. Excuse me. Now is the time. It is ripe for your change and transformation, my darling Cancerians. Do not allow any hold-ups from the past to stop you moving forward. You have effortless abundance. The birth of something new is coming for you, my darling Cancerians. Do not miss this. Learn more about what this is. Allow this page to spark your curiosity so you can want to learn more about what this change and transformation, what this effortless abundance is going to be for you, what the birth of this new idea is for you, my darling Cancerians. And just remember along the way to attend to the details, because I feel that is what's important here. But beautiful energies coming in for you this week, my darling Cancerians. Love this for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. Really does help my channel grow. And it just allows me to know that I'm, you know, on the right track, and it also allows the algorithm to know that I'm on the right track and pushes my content out to more people that, you know, might need to see it, and I would really appreciate it. It's free too, to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's get final messages for you. Yeah, it's up to you. And I feel that too with, you know, it is definitely anything that's going to happen is going to be up to you this week, my darling Cancerians. If you need guidance, ask your angels. They're here, they're around you. That's what they're for. Yeah, recovery. I think this is just, you know, coming out of that Mercury retrograde energy, those harsh energies. You should allow some time for recovery of your beautiful mind, body, spirit, my darling Cancerians. Wait, they say. You've got a yes. Yeah, I feel that that wait is more to do with waiting until you've attended to the details, waiting until, you know, what should have been done back during Mercury retrograde hasn't been done, and clean that up first. Get that done before you move into this beautiful change and transformation energy. Amazing energies coming in for you, my darling Cancerians. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Leos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Leos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Leos, what messages does Leo need to know for this week of December the 8th, 2025? What messages does Leo need to know? Full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. Ooh, love it. So, my darling Leos, you're being encouraged here to take some kind of inspired action this week. So, you know, I would say to you to, you know, we've gone past this Mercury retrograde now. Yes, we may still be in a little bit of retro shadow, but I feel the energies will really push forward in December. I feel that, you know, anything that was holding us back with those energies in, you know, in November, because I did feel November was a harsh month. It definitely was for me. So, you know, if it was for you too, then, you know, I totally understand. But I feel this month in December, things are going to start moving forward. They're going to push forward, that you're going to feel a lot freer. You know, I feel that you're going to just, the energies are just going to get lighter with the festivities and things like that coming up to Christmas. So I love to see that for you. But yes, so as this says, take inspired action, my darling Leos. So yeah, love it for you. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Leos. What messages does Leo need to know for this week of December the 8th, 2025? What does Leo need to know? Six of Wands, love it. Ooh, 2 cards wanted to come out, so I will take those. We've got Page of Swords and the 4 of Cups. And here is it. All right. Don't often get 2 cards that want to come out together, but they did. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So, my darling Leos, you start off with the 6 of Wands. And look, I love the 6 of Wands, and I feel, you know, that this could be the theme of the week is, you know, coming out of Mercury retrograde feeling victorious, my darling Leos, you know, just feeling that you are on the right track, that you're being celebrated. That's what's on this card here. You can see she is being celebrated by these people here. It's a card of victory and success. She holds the victory wreath here. You know, the Ace of Wands in her hands. She's got a victory wreath, another victory wreath underneath her crown here. These people, they're like throwing their hands up. She is coming back from some kind of successful outcome, my darling Leo. So I feel for you, which is gorgeous, that this, whatever happens this week, you will be celebrated. You will be successful. You will have some kind of victory and success over whatever else is going on in your life here, my darling Leos. And as it says, take inspired action. Take inspired action towards this, my darling Leos. You know, I'm surprised that the Knight of Wands or, the King of Wands or something like that hasn't come up in this reading, because that would really, reiterate that bold, assertive action. But I do feel that the energy is definitely here for you to, move forward, be celebrated. You've definitely got victory and success here, my darling Leos. So I love to see that. So then we've got the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. The Page of Swords, if you've been watching me for a while, that pages in the tarot are messengers. And I feel this fella comes in to spark your curiosity, to make you want to learn more about something. The Four of Cups is a card of boredom and apathy. You can see she's so focused on these cups here that she may miss out on this opportunity that's coming in. And I feel with these two coming out together, it's telling you that you need to not be so focused on what may not have worked out for you, my darling Leos. To not be focused on, this here that, you've seen, you've tried to do something 3 times and it hasn't worked out. Kind of. Take the lessons and the love from what hasn't worked out here and be more curious as to why that didn't happen. Why did this, whatever this was that you wanted to accomplish, not work out? Do some research, find out why. I feel that's why the Hierophant is here, is to encourage you to learn more. That's what the Page of Swords is doing here, is here to spark your curiosity, to make you, to give you that push to want to learn more, so you do not miss this opportunity that's waiting for you, my darling Leos. That's the energy that I'm feeling here off these 2 cards. So, I feel really good about this. I feel like, you just need to put this behind you, what hasn't worked out. Don't wallow, or don't, be so focused on the mistakes that you've made, or the no's that you got. This could have been, you've been wanting to, get a loan or something like that, and you've tried 3 different institutions and you got a no each time. One more time, do the research as to why you didn't get a loan. Now, I don't know why that's popped into my head, but it just has. So that'll be for someone out there that you've tried to get a loan for, whether it's a business, a car, a home. Don't give up. I feel that you have one more option here. Be curious, research, find out what it is that you need to find out as to why this didn't work out, my darling Leos. That's definitely what I'm feeling here off these 2 cards that have come out. Because then you've got the Hierophant, as I said. And like I said, the Hierophant is all about government institutions, higher learning. He is the bridge between the heavens and the earth. And when I say government institutions, I feel that this could be the bank, or, that, because I do feel for someone out there, this is a loan or some kind of financial, something financial that you've been needing in order to be able to move forward. So with the Hierophant showing up here, I feel that, this is the government institution. This is the bank, literally, that you need to be in touch with. This is also Taurus energy as well. So if you have Taurus in your chart as well, I would encourage you to go and watch the Taurus reading, because there could be a message there for you. But what I'm feeling off this is this Hierophant here is encouraging you to research other, maybe out of the box type of government institutions, not even government institutions, maybe a government, it has nothing to do with the government. Maybe it is a private lending organization, you know, but it's still an institution that has to be governed by a government body. So, because I mean, especially in Australia, everyone has to have a financial license that lends money. So, I still believe it is something to do with a government kind of body or a regulated body, if that makes sense. So, you know, the Hierophant is also about blessings. So, I just feel this is a huge blessing for you, that if you can research further afield, you know, don't take no for an answer. Even though it could be 3 or 4 times that you've received that no, give it one last shot, my darling Leos, because I do feel that you're going to get your victory here. So, and now look, I've probably already just put all that together, but I really do feel that there is, you know, you're being encouraged here to take inspired action. Don't give up. The Page of Sword is that inspiration. He gives you that spark of curiosity. Take that inspired action, research why this hasn't worked out for you, and don't be so focused on this that hasn't worked out so you miss this, because it's coming. I feel it. Go to other kind of government institutions, government, you know, bodies. Research. I cannot tell you enough. That word is popping into my head. You will be victorious, my darling Leos. I feel it here. It's coming for you. Loving this. This is a beautiful reading. Like, that's really what was standing out to me was, yeah, there's some, like a loan or some, you've been told no, what I feel. You've been told no a few times. So you need to research and take the lessons and the experience of why that happened and use it to your favor, my darling Leos. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow and lets me know that I'm on the right track. So I love it. All right. Let's get final messages for you, my darling Leos. Ask your angels. Yeah, if you need guidance and direction, ask your angels, my darling Leos. Yeah, ask for help from others. This is what I think. This is the government body that I'm thinking. Ask for help. You know, I feel that there is another institution out there that will help you, my darling Leos. Yeah, can't make this up. The situation will improve. Yes, it will. Definitely feel those energies for you, my darling Leos. In the near future, they say. Yeah, you got a yes. So there's the answer to your question, my darling Leos. You know, if you don't think that this is going to work out, here it all is for you. It's very, very clear to me. I just feel that this, if you do not give up and you keep pushing through and you keep trying to get the outcome that you want, it will come. Love this for you. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Virgos. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Virgos, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Virgos, what messages does Virgo need to know for the week of December the 8th, 2025? What does Virgo need to know? Last quarter moon in Gemini, clear your mind. Yeah. I feel that is very potent and very, you know, apt for the energy that we've been through this, especially with Mercury retrograde, this, you know, that we had at the end of November. I mean, Mercury retrograde hit my ass. There was a lot of things that came up that I didn't love, but I knew I probably had to work through them, and I did. And I do feel that the energy coming into December is going to be so much sweeter, so much better, my darling Virgos. But I feel in order for us to be able to move forward with clarity, with intention, with just being free, we need to clear our mind. Clear our mind of all that crap that happened back in November. Don't bring it forward into the future. Leave it behind where it belongs, my darling Virgos, is what I feel the message is of this Clear Your Mind card. So let us consult the tarot here and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Virgos. What messages does Virgo need to know for the week of December the 8th? We are ramping up towards Christmas. I so love this time of year. The High Priestess, the Moon, and Strength. Wow, 3 major arcana. Big energies here. Big energies. And there's Pisces there. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Love that. So we've got, I think, we've got 2 Pisces cards here. And we've got Leo. So, yeah, wow. And Gemini. So I love this. All right, wow. Sorry, I'm just getting big energies here. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the High Priestess. So I feel, the High Priestess is all about trusting your intuition and, gathering those resources, clearing your mind, as this card says here. I feel that this is the energy that will clear our mind, embodying the energy of the High Priestess, my darling Virgos. Trusting our intuition, trusting that any choices or decisions that we make this, going forward this week and into the future are divinely guided. Louise Hay used to say she would trust her inner ding. And she would, if something felt good, she would, go with it. But if something, made her feel awful or gave her a pit in her stomach, or, a pain in her stomach, she wouldn't do it. She trusted her intuition, or her inner ding, as she liked to call it. So I'm encouraging you, my darling Virgos, to do the same. If something comes up and you need to make a decision about it, think about it, meditate on it, think, is this the right way forward for me? The High Priestess is all about infinite possibilities. She has no roof over her head here, which means, there is no limit to what she can achieve here. At the time of the tarot, she's got pomegranates here. At the time of the tarot, pomegranates were a symbol of wealth and, abundance and prosperity. So I feel also that there is that air around you of, being, in that energy of wealth and prosperity, and that's swirling around you at the moment, my darling Virgo. So I love to see this for you. Love. But yes, trust your intuition is what I feel to tell you off this. And then we've got the Moon card here. So I feel this, like I said, this is Pisces energy as well. So I feel that this is energy left over from the retrograde here, where, the Moon is all about what is hidden in the shadow. The Moon illuminates as well. When you see a big full moon, it lights up the sky, but it also casts shadows, my darling Virgo. So I still feel that there may be some things hidden in the shadows that aren't quite clear just yet, that are, hidden from you, and that you may just need to wait before making any big, bold moves forward, if that makes sense, my darling Virgo. Wait until, because we are still in retro shadow, until probably the next week after. Yes, definitely the next week after. So, whatever that week is, that's when I think things will really clear. So the middle of December I think the energy is just going to explode forward my darling Virgos. But I'm already feeling the energy starting to move forward. But I do feel the cautionary tale for us Virgos. I just feel that there are still some things that are hidden in the shadows that we need to look out for, my darling Virgos. We just are not seeing everything just yet. But use your intuition to decide what things we will move forward with, my darling Virgos, if that makes sense. You know, the moon is also a temporary energy. The moon comes up, the moon goes down, the sun comes up. So, you know, this is temporary. We're nearly through it, my darling Virgos. One more week, my darlings. One more week, and we will be clear of this, I feel. And then we've got the beautiful Strength card. So I feel, you know, definitely this is us in this energy here of, you know, trusting that we're stronger than we know, my darling Virgos. You know, trusting that we have the strength to move through this murky energy here. To, you know, trust that we have tamed those inner voices within us that say, you're not good enough, you know, or you can't do this, or, you know, you don't know which way to go. You do, my darling Virgos. You have the strength here to push forward with whatever goal, wish, or dream it is that you want. You know, we have tamed our inner beast here. Also drawn to the infinity symbol here. That is the symbol of infinite possibilities, my darling Virgos. So we have infinite possibilities at this time, I feel. We just need to, I feel, wait for this rest of this retro shadow to clear, and then we can move forward with gusto. But we have all the strength, inner strength that we need to make any choices, decisions, whatever that is that we need at this time. We are stronger than we know, my darling Virgos. I want you to know that. You are stronger than you know. Don't forget that. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel we're being encouraged here to maybe just wait, to gather our resources a little bit more, to trust our intuition, to wait until, you know, beware of maybe some things that may still be hidden from us, and trust that we're strong. Trust that we have the inner strength to make any choice or a decision that we need with anything that comes up this week, my darling Virgos. We're being encouraged to clear our mind, to get rid of what happened during that Mercury retrograde, to leave it behind us and move forward. Do not bring it into the future with us, I feel, my darling Virgos. We definitely need to leave that behind and move forward with a fresh, new perspective, is what I feel, my darling Virgos. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would so love it if you could please like, share, comment, you know, subscribe to my channel, please. It really does do something to the algorithm and pushes my content out and all that good stuff. And yeah, really does help my channel grow. And I would really appreciate it. It's free, doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, so I'd love it if you could. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Virgos. Can't make this up. Success. This is what is coming if we can just get through that retro shadow. Yeah, remain positive, they say. Definitely remain positive. It is coming for you. Just stay positive, stay the course, and wait for that energy to clear. Yeah. Still needing to communicate clearly because we are still in that retro shadow, my darling Virgos. Any ideas that we want to get across, communicate them clearly. Be careful of any crossed wires. In the near future, they say, we've got a yes. Yeah, we have a yes. This is coming. Yes, this is going to clear, is what I feel. Yes, we are going to move forward so much clearer, so much better, so much stronger, my darling Virgos. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Librans. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 5th, 2025. So, my darling Librans, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Librans, what messages does Libra need to know for this week of December the 8th? What does Libra need to know for the week of December the 8th? Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Yeah. So look, we are still coming out of Mercury retrograde, but you know, this energy should be starting to clear by now, I would think, my darling Librans. And if not, then maybe you're bringing stuff from that Mercury retrograde through into the present. I would say leave it behind, my darling Librans. You know, there may still be some tensions, obviously, with this card left over from all that murky stuff that happened with the retrograde. And look, we are still in retro shadow, so that will hopefully clear next week in the middle of December, which would be lovely. And I'm definitely looking forward to that. But I would just seems like there's still a bit of, you know, murky energy type around here. So you're being encouraged, just breathe through any kind of tension and, you know, maybe not engage, my darling Librans. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Librans. What does Libra need to know for this week of the 8th? Ace of Cups, love it. The moon, there's the murky energy. There's the tension. There's the 5 of Swords. Yes. So there's your bit of tension still left over, my darling Librans. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you've got here the beautiful Ace of Cups. Now this is your cup of joy, my darling Librans. This is literally your cuppeth running over. You know, you can see it's just overflowing with emotions. It's love, it's joy, happiness. You know, like I said, this is a gift from the universe, my darling Librans. This is a gift of joy and happiness and love. So, I mean, this could be to do with love. I'm not really feeling a whole heap of love off this, but what I feel is that it's a peace offering type of, you know, gift here for you. So, you know, with that breathe through the tension card and the 5 of Swords that's there, I just feel that this is how I feel that this is the outcome. And even though it's the first card, and I don't read my cards as, you know, past, present, future, anything like that. I read intuitively how I feel the spread is. And this is what I feel is your outcome. If you can just breathe through any tensions, if you can just allow the tensions to subside, or, you know, just, what's the word? If you can just not engage, is what I said before. And that's what I feel. If you can just not perpetuate the tension, the cycle, by engaging in it and feeding it, this is your outcome, my darling Librans, is what I feel for you. Your beautiful cup of joy, your cupboard running over. I feel that there will be some kind of peace offering, is what I feel this is for you. And I feel that because of, you know, the white dove, it's just giving me that feeling of peace offering. And I don't normally read that off the Ace of Cups at all, but, you know, like I said, I read intuitively, and I feel that that's what this is symbolizing here in this reading. And then you've got the moon card. So this is Pisces energy. So if you have Pisces in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Pisces reading. But the moon, it's all about what is hidden in the shadows, my darling Librans, and I do feel that there are still things that are hidden from you, that are left over from this retrograde. And I felt that with when I picked up that breathe through the tension card. I feel that there are some energies that are following you into December, into the future. Leave them behind, my darling Librans. You have control here. The moon card is, like I said, it's all about what is hidden in the shadows, but the moon illuminates. So when the moon, when the moon is at its fullest, it illuminates, it shines, it shines its light. It's like, almost like someone has a light on, but it does cast shadows, my darling Librans. So I do feel that you just need to be aware that there still could be things that aren't being totally revealed to you just now. And I feel that they will clear and they will come to light as long as you don't engage, as long as you just allow the energy to move through, is what I feel, my darling Librans. Because you've got the Five of Swords here too. So the Five of Swords is like, it's a winning some kind of conflict. And you can see, he's the victor here. He's got the swords. These people are the losers. There has to be some winners and there has to be a loser. And, he's quite smug about that. But I feel this is still tension here. You've won, but it's been hard won. And the tension is still there, which is that breathe through the tension card is what I feel. I feel that this energy, the only thing that will clear this energy is time, my darling Librans. So I'm encouraging you, though, also to leave in the past this conflict. Leave it behind you. Let it go. It is over. You've won. It may have been a hard won victory, my darling Librans, but leave it behind. Don't bring it up again. Don't allow it to interfere with your beautiful future, because you've got the Ace of Cups coming in. You've got your cup of joy. Let this go. Breathe through the tension. Let go. You've won. Put it behind you now. Do not bring this energy, do not bring this conflict forward. Let it go, my darling Librans. I cannot emphasize enough the word that keeps popping into my head is let it go. I can literally hear Elsa singing let it go in my head. So let it go. Okay, I'm not going to sing it because I don't want to do that to you, but definitely let it go is what I feel off that card, my darling Librans. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel there is still murky energy left over from this retrograde. This is what I feel this is. It's tension. There's still things that you're not feeling are being told to you. And that could well be the case. So what I feel here is to wait. It's time, my darling Librans. Allow the time to pass. Allow the energy to clear. Leave this conflict behind. Breathe through any tension that's still around and let it go, my darling Librans, because what you've got waiting for you is your cup of joy. This is coming for you. Peace is coming. Someone is going to offer you this beautiful cup of love and joy. Accept it. Take it. Be open to receive it. You will not be open to receive it if you are holding on to this energy here. So let it go, my darling Librans. That's what I feel is coming in for you this week. So you have a beautiful outcome waiting. You just need to let go of the other murky energy that's still around you, my darling Librans. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. Really does help my channel grow. Just does something to the algorithm and, pushes my content out to more people that may need to see it. So thank you. And it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to like, share, comment, or subscribe. So I would love it if you could. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Librans. You cannot make this up. What was I saying? Let it go. Let it go. There it is. This is the universe saying, I meant what I said. Let it go, my darling Librans. Yeah, listen to your intuition, they say. And that's part of knowing when the time is right, knowing when to leave something behind, and, you know, and just knowing that you know. So listen to your intuition. It won't lead you astray, my darling Librans. Yeah. There will be helpful people around you to help. Let people help if they want to help, my darling Librans. You know, allow them to help you. Within the next few weeks, they say, you've got a yes. Love this for you. I feel that. This will clear in the next few weeks, as I said. Once this shadow period of Mercury retrograde is over, this will all clear for you, my darling Librans. This is such beautiful energy that can come in for you if you can just let go of tensions, let go of conflict that may have arisen during that retrograde. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Scorpios. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Scorpios, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll continue with using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Scorpios, what messages does Scorpio need to know for the week of December the 8th, 2025? What messages does Scorpio need to know? Alrighty, let's get some overarching energy, my darling Scorpios. Be proud of yourself. Last quarter moon in Taurus, yeah. Be proud of yourself, my darling Scorpios. Love this for you. So clearly there's this energy around you of, you know, completing something, doing something that, you know, will make you want to be proud of your accomplishments, what you've done, where you've been, how far you've come, my darling Scorpios. I mean, we've just come through this hell of a Mercury retrograde, and I don't know about you, but it kicked my ass. And yeah, I feel that the energies now moving forward, they're all going to start to clear. We are still in retro shadow, but by this mid-month, by next week, hopefully, all will be well, all will be clear. But you're being encouraged here to just acknowledge everything that you have accomplished, especially this year, my darling Scorpios. Be proud of everything you've accomplished this year and be proud of yourself. All right, my darling Scorpios, let us get messages for you for the week of December the 8th, 2025. What does Scorpio need to know for this week? What does Scorpio need to know? The Tower, Eight of Swords, Page of Wands, yeah, okay. I feel that this has happened already. I actually feel this happened during Mercury retrograde, so yeah, I don't know why, but that's what I don't feel this is happening. I feel this has happened. So don't freak out, my darling Scorpios. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So yeah, you start off with the Tower. And as I said, I feel that this has already happened, my darling Scorpios. I feel that this Tower moment happened while, you know, while we were going through Mercury retrograde. And I feel that you've come so far, my darling Scorpios. I feel that the energy that's left over from this is what you need to be proud of. The way you handled this Tower moment, my darling Scorpios, is what you need to be proud of. You know, the way you came out the other side of this Tower moment, my darling Scorpios, you should be proud of yourself. I feel that's what this Tower is. It's representing, you know, we in life we are given challenges, and we're given, I guess, obstacles, and we're given tests and trials and tribulations to test how committed we are to something, is what I feel to tell you off this. And I feel this tested your commitment to something, but you did not waver, my darling Scorpios. You kept going. You pushed through. Yes, it was forced change, but the Tower comes in when we don't recognize the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities for change. What happens with the Tower is it's jump or be pushed, my darling Scorpios. You can see one person's jumping, the other one's being pushed. It's a case of make the changes or the universe will make them for you, my darling Scorpios. And that's what happened, I feel, here, is that you were warned that this could blow up, and it did, because you did not heed the warnings. But it's okay. You've come through it. You're strong, my darling Scorpios. You should be proud of yourself for the way you handled this Tower moment, my darling Scorpios. Then you've got the Eight of Swords, and I feel this is left over from that Tower moment, that you're feeling that you're stuck a little bit, my darling Scorpios. And I want to encourage you to not stay stuck. You can see she's got a blindfold on. You know, blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to trust your intuition. So, you know, you need to trust that what you went through was for your highest good, my darling Scorpios. We are never given anything that we cannot handle. Just remember that. But also, you can see the very loose bindings here. She could just pull that blindfold off, take these loose bindings from around her and step out of these swords, and, you know, see that she could set herself free, step into the flow of life here, step back into the flow of life, my darling Scorpios. Don't allow yourself to stay stuck in what happened. Don't allow yourself to beat yourself up because of something that happened. It's done. It's over with. Deal with it. Release yourself from this self-imposed restriction, my darling Scorpio. It is not serving you. You're being told here to be proud of what you went through. Be proud of yourself. Let this go. Leave it behind in the past where it belongs, my darling Scorpios. That's what I feel you need to know from this Eight of Swords. And then you've got the Page of Wands here. So there's been a lot of pages popping up in these readings that I've done this week, and I feel it's because they're messengers. And what's been happening is the energy of Mercury retrograde has forced us to sort of stay stuck a little bit, but now we are having all these epiphany type moments, all these inspirations, all these, you know, sparks of, you know, ideas and things coming through now that Mercury retrograde is clearing. And, you know, this guy is no different. So you can see he holds the Ace of Wands here and it's glowing. This is your spark of inspiration, my darling Scorpios. This is your inspiration to move forward on a new path that's waiting for you, my darling Scorpios. What that looks like, I could not tell you right now, because I'm only getting what's happened, what is next for you, but not what is next, if you know what I mean. So this reading is all about you releasing what happened during Mercury retrograde, is what I feel. This energy is going to clear for you. And it's time for you to release that energy and move forward and be open to be able to receive this new inspiration, this new idea, this new way forward. My darling Scorpios, that is what I feel this is all about for you. You know, so if I am going to put it all together, and I probably already have, but I feel, like I said, that this Tower moment happened during Mercury retrograde because you didn't heed the warning signs of change that was coming. And the leftover of that is that you feel stuck. You feel that you're in this self-imposed restriction that you can't move out of. Yes, you can, my darling Scorpios. Be proud of where you have come. Be proud of how far you have come. Be proud of yourself, my darling Scorpios. You need to clear this energy so you can be open to receive this new spark of inspiration that is coming in for you, my darling Scorpios. That's what I feel is happening for you this week. So I love it. Just got to release what happened. We're not going that way. We're going forward. So do not bring all that murky yuckiness into the future, my darling Scorpios. Let it go. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I am very active and interactive in the comments, so I'd love to know if this resonates with you. Did you go through a Tower moment during the Mercury retrograde? And if so, what happened? Do you feel stuck still? And, you know, do you feel that the energy just isn't moving forward? Let me know in the comments below. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Scorpios. Remain positive. Yes, it is very important to remain positive during all this. You know, do not let that Tower moment destroy your mindset. Be proud of yourself. If you need help, ask for help from others. That's what they're there for, my darling Scorpios. Yeah, even ask your angels. You're being encouraged. You're being told that there is help around you. So take advantage of that help, my darling Scorpios. Wait, they say. Don't stop. Yeah. I feel that that wait is just saying, wait, do not make a decision if you are still bringing forward the crap from the retrograde. That's what I kind of feel is what this is saying to you. You know, wait, don't stop. You know, don't go forward if you haven't let this go, but do not stop, my darling Scorpios. This is all coming in so beautifully for you. Heed the signs. Be proud of yourself, my darling Scorpios. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Sagittarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. If it is your birthday this week, my darling Sagittarians, a big happy birthday from me to you. Let us jump right into your reading. You're going to start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Sagittarians, what messages does Sagittarius need to know for this week of December the 8th, 2025? Whoop. All the cards, nearly all of them, not quite. Clearly those cards did not want to be included in this reading, but too bad. Oh, God, I did it again. Sticky cards. All right, let us get overarching energy for you, my darling Sagittarians. Full moon in Sagittarius. Wow, this is your full moon. See the bigger picture. Love it. So this is your big full moon, my darling Sagittarians. You're being encouraged this week to see the bigger picture. So whatever that means to you, whether that's, you know, something that you're just a bit too narrow-minded, or you're a bit too close to, you know, the outcome of something, my darling Sagittarians, I feel that you're being encouraged here to maybe take a step back and see the bigger picture, see what else is happening around, so you can maybe just get a different perspective here, my darling Sagittarians. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Sagittarians. What does Sagittarius need to know for this week of December the 8th? What messages does Sagittarius? These cards, they're very sticky. They're very chatty, very sticky. We've all got something to say. All right, let's get messages to you. Oh, God, okay. Well, they obviously two wanted to come out. These, like I said, cards have been chatty today. So we've got the Lovers and the Three of Pentacles wanting to come out together. Two come out for Leo before, and then we've got the Two of Swords and the Page of Swords. Okay. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards. Then I'm going to intuitively put that reading together for you. So you start off here with, as I said, the Three of Pentacles and the Lovers. So we've got Gemini energy here. So if you've got Gemini in your chart, I would encourage you to go and watch the Gemini reading. But we've got two different energies here. So the Three of Pentacles is all about, you know, putting your work on display, showing off what you've done. It's also a card of apprenticeship as well. You know, in the traditional tarot, there is the apprentice here who is, you know, showing his work to the masters here for their critique. So I do feel this week that, you know, putting your work on display, whatever it is that you've done, will be beneficial here for you. Now, with the Lovers, the love is always open to us. So this could be about a relationship here, but, you know, what I feel here with the Lovers, I mean, the Lovers is about coming to a crossroads or some kind of choice or a decision to make. You know, in the traditional tarot, there's a male and a female, and there is the mountain here. There are clouds, there is an angel, and then the sun is above the angel. So the mountain between them literally means some kind of obstacle or mountain between them that they need to overcome. So I feel in here for you that there could be, you know, some kind of obstacle or some kind of a choice or a decision that you need to make, whether it has something to do with a project that you're working on at work with someone, because the Three of Pentacles is all about teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. So if this is and I feel it's a significant relationship, significant teamwork type of partner that you may be collaborating with, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but I feel it's someone that you're close to, then there could be some kind of, maybe it's a disagreement that you're having with this person about a project that you're working on, and you just can't see, or you both can't make a decision on which way you need to go, because you've also got the Two of Swords here as well, which is another card of, you know, needing to make a decision, being stuck as to, you know, either going this way or that way. So I feel that there is definitely some choice or a decision that you need to make in regards to a collaboration, a project that you're working on, you know, and that could be, you know, it could be something that's happening at work. It could be a project that you're working on in your home. You know, it could be, you know, whatever. There's many scenarios that this could be, but I do feel that this, you know, is the energy that I'm feeling off these two cards, is that there is something that you're working on with someone, and it's a significant someone, and there's a little bit of indecision going on. You've come to a stalemate type of energy where you can't decide which is the best way to go. Yeah, my darling Sagittarians. Because then, as I said, you've got the Two of Swords. And the Two of Swords is a card of, you know, needing to make a decision. Do you go this way or that way? But what the lesson of, or what the meaning of the Two of Swords is that there aren't only just two ways of doing things here. There are many. You could make, you don't just have to go this way or that way. You could make a third choice and go a different way. And if that doesn't work out, make another decision, my darling Sagittarians. You can see she's got a blindfold on here. And the blindfolds in the tarot represent needing to go within, trust your intuition, my darling Sagittarians. As that full moon in Sagittarius says, see the bigger picture. Take a step back, look around you. See whatever this project is that you're working on from a different perspective, my darling Sagittarians. I feel that's, what is happening here is that you're so close to it that you can only sort of see these options when there are others that you may not be seeing because you're too close to it. You need to take the step back, I feel, my darling Sagittarians, in order for you to be able to see the bigger picture. Because then you've got the Page of Swords here as well. So if you've been watching me for a while, that pages are messengers. And I feel that this fella's coming in to spark your curiosity here, to make you go, what more? Where else could I find out information from? Where else could I, get the information that I need in order to be able to move forward, my darling Sagittarian? So I feel, look out for this. Be aware. I feel if you're too close to, trying to force a decision, you're going to miss it, my darling Sagittarians. Like I said, I feel that this Page of Swords is encouraging you to take a step back and observe for a little bit. Observe, be curious, find out, do a bit of research, find out a bit more about what it is and where it is that you want to go. Where do you want this project to go? Where do you want this relationship to go? Where do you want this, what outcome do you want, my darling Sagittarians? Take a step back and take the time to figure that out. There is no rush here, my darling Sagittarians. I feel that you need to hurry to make some kind of decision. No. Take a step back and just know that something is right for you. Just know that you will be guided to the right decision at the right time, is what I feel, my darling Sagittarians. So yes, love this kind of energy for you. So if I'm going to put it all together, I do feel that you really are being encouraged here to see the bigger picture, that there is some project that you're working on with someone here, and it's a significant someone, as I said. I do feel that the outcome here is that you will find what it is that you're looking for here and your work will be admired, no doubt about it. But I feel that there just is some kind of obstacle you need to overcome, some kind of choice or a decision that you need to make. And I feel that you're so close to it that you're only seeing these two options when there are many. Have your curiosity sparked. Take a step back, look at the bigger picture, my darling Sagittarians, because it is coming for you, I feel, out of this reading. Definitely need to take a step back and see the bigger picture, as that energy says. So if you are enjoying the reading so far, oops-a-daisy, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe to my channel. Really does, help me out, helps my channel grow, and lets me know that I'm on the right track. So I would really appreciate it. All right, my darling Sagittarians, let us get final messages for you. Yeah, love it. Big happy changes. This is what is in store for you if you can just take a step back, not be too close to it. Yeah. What did I say about the blindfold? Listen to your intuition. Can't make this up. Yeah, and let go. Let go to receive. Let go of having to only know that there is this way to do it or that way. Know that there are many ways, my darling Sagittarians, to do what it is you want to do. A year from now, they say, yeah, you've got it. Yes. And don't freak out and go, oh my God, I've got to wait a year. No. What I feel this is telling you, and it's encouraging you, is or letting you know that a year from now, you're going to look back on this situation and go, oh my God, what was I worried about? What was I so worried about? You know, that you will look back and just go, I'm so glad I took a step back and saw the bigger picture here, my darling Sagittarians. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Capricorns. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Capricorns, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Capricorns, what messages does Capricorn need to know for this week of December the 8th, 2025? What messages does Capricorn need to know? I feel this energy is clearing this week a lot. Like we had with all that Mercury retrograde energy, we are still in retro shadow, but I feel that, you know, we've got one more week of that and then we should be free and clear. So middle of December is looking good. But I do feel the readings that I've done have been very positive. Ooh, I love it. Full moon in Leo. Go wild. Go wild, you good thing. You beautiful Capricorns. So you're being encouraged, my darling Capricorns, to, you know, just you've been holding yourself back is what I feel here. And it's time to just go wild, you know, maybe not too wild, you know, read the room type of energy, but I do feel that, you know, you've got permission here from the universe, my darling Capricorns, to, you know, just enjoy. You know, we're coming into the festive season. Go wild, enjoy yourself, you know, just love the moments that bring you joy, I feel, is what this is telling you, my darling Capricorns. So I love this for you. All right, let us consult the tarot, my darling Capricorns, and see what messages we've got coming in for you. What messages does Capricorn need to know for the week of December the 8th, 2025? What does Capricorn need to know? Page of Wands, Death card, love it. There's your change and transformation. And the 3 of Wands here, wow, love it. Expansion coming in for you. This looks like a beautiful week for you, my darling Capricorns. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with a beautiful Page of Wands, my darling Capricorns. And if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And this little fella comes in to give you a spark of inspiration, a spark of adventure, a spark of needing to want to take action on something, on a goal, wish, or dream, whatever that is for you, my darling Capricorns. You can see he holds the Ace of Wands here. It's glowing. There's the spark of inspiration. There is something that is going to, you know, there might be, you know, some kind of, you might hear of something. There might you might overhear someone talking. You might, you know, read something. You might, you know, be just in an environment that where you just feel, you might go for a walk. You might be just doing something completely out of body type of thing, and then bang, here comes this spark of inspiration. Here it is, my darling Capricorns. It will spark that wonder in you. It will spark that, this is what I want to do, my darling Capricorns. And you're being encouraged to go wild with this idea. So I would definitely work with this energy, use this energy, because I feel that it will propel you forward, my darling Capricorns. And then you have the Death card. So the Death card, this is Scorpio energy. So if you do have Scorpio in your chart at all, I would encourage you to go and watch the Scorpio reading as well, because there could be a message there for you. But the Death card does not ever mean death, like literal death. The Death card is change and transformation. It is, moving from your old life into your new life. It is the death of an old way of doing something, my darling Capricorn. So don't ever think that the Death card means literal death, because it doesn't. It is, like I said, the death of an old way of doing something. And I feel that you're coming from a place where you've left behind your old life, my darling Capricorns, that you're ready to move forward, leave behind whatever happened in that retrograde. Whatever came up in that retrograde needed to come up to teach you for one last time, for you to work through it, fix it, let it go, my darling Capricorns, because here is the beautiful Death card. Change, transformation. You are moving into a whole new phase of your life, is what I feel from this reading. You're ready to put yourself out into the world and really show the world who you are and what you can do, my darling Capricorns. That is what I feel off the Death card, because you have the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is all about expansion, my darling Capricorns. It's all about you putting yourself out into the world and showing the world what you can do. You can see she's looking here. She's looking out onto these ships here. These ships are like her. In the traditional tarot, this is like the young emperor that is standing out with the wands here, and he is watching his wares going out into the world. He's expanded his world. He's put out into the world what it is that he has developed, grown, worked hard for. And I feel for you, my darling Capricorns, that you are expanding here. You are putting out into the world what it is that you can do, what you are going to show the world, my darling Capricorns, what it is that you can do. You're going to go wild, my darling Capricorns. You are going to push forward. Let everyone know here you are, because here you are, my darling Capricorns. Get on those ships, get out into the world. Show the world what you can do. That's what I feel is coming in for you for this week. So if I'm going to put it all together, I probably already just have, but I just feel that you're being encouraged here, or first of all, you are going to have there's going to be something that sparks your inspiration here. You're going to just go, that's it. I'm going on this adventure. I'm going to put into practice everything. I'm going to push forward with my idea, this spark of inspiration here. You will leave behind your old life, my darling Capricorns. You are going to leave it behind, leave it in the past where it belongs. You will then push forward. This beautiful change and transformation is coming for you. And you are going to be expanding out into the world, my darling Capricorns. You are going to get yourself out there and show the world what you can do. Go wild, my darling Capricorns. Go wild. This is a beautiful energy for you, my darling Capricorns. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help my channel grow. It does something to the algorithm. And it also lets me know that, you're enjoying my readings and that you want me to keep doing them. All right, my darling Capricorns, let's get final messages for you. Be assertive, they say. Yes, that is the Page of Wands. That is putting yourself out into, that is taking that spark of inspiration and putting it out into the world, my darling Capricorns. You can't make this up. Here is success coming for you. This is the result of putting yourself out there and leaving behind your old life. Yeah, love this. Big happy changes. My goodness, my darling Capricorns, you cannot make this up. How amazing is this energy coming in? It's all confirmation for you. In the near future, they say, you've got a yes. Love it. What a stunning reading for you, my darling Capricorns. I mean, you can't get any better than this. You can't get any more confirmation from the cards, all saying the same thing. Success, success, success. Go wild, my darling Capricorns. It's all coming for you. Love it. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Aquarians. Welcome back to my channel, and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Aquarians, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here, and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Aquarians, what messages does Aquarius need to know for this week of the December the 8th, 2025? What does Aquarius need to know? Love it. New moon in Aries. Go for it. So that's beautiful for you, my darling Aquarians. So, I mean, a lot of this week and next week will be energy moving forward. We're coming out of that Mercury retro shadow. We're coming out of Mercury retrograde where things things may have come back around and, going back to the past and things like that. Now, my darling Aquarians, you're being encouraged to go for it. Go for it. It's energies moving forward for you, my darling Aquarians. So go for it. This is beautiful energy. So let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Aquarians. What does Aquarius need to know for this week of throwing the cards around. What messages does Aquarius need to know for December the 8th, 2025? Oh, God. I don't take pop-outs, so if it's going to come out again, it'll come out again. All right, let us see. Page of Swords. Page of Pentacles. Wow, pages. And the Tower. Eek. This is good, though. This is change. This is forced change. So you're clearly being encouraged to go for it, my darling Aquarians. So what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off with the Page of Swords, and you've got 2 pages in this reading. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And this fella, he comes in to spark your curiosity, my darling Aquarians. And I feel just with, what else is on the table here, that this is, you've been, with Mercury retrograde that's been happening, you've sort of been a bit stuck, and the energy has been not moving forward for you. But I feel, and it's because you sort of haven't known what to do, where to go, where to next is the energy that I feel for you, my darling Aquarians. But this week, I feel things are going to start to take off. This is a card of sparking the curiosity within you, my darling Aquarians. I feel that something is going to spark your curiosity, something, whether it's a conversation, whether it's, you overhear something, whether, someone sends you a text message or an email, or, you get a phone call. I just feel that there's going to be some idea that you sort of go, I wonder what that could be about. And I do feel it's coming in from the other page is what I feel. I feel that it's some opportunity that's coming from this other page that is going to want you to explore this, whatever it is that's coming in, this communication, this, the Page of Pentacles is a card of studiousness as well. So if there's a an opportunity for you to, go and learn something further, I would be encouraging you to do it, my darling Aquarians. Because like I said, you've got the Page of Pentacles here, and this is a card of studiousness. It's a card of an opportunity coming in for you from the material realm. It is a communication. It is you hearing something, seeing something, reading something. This is going, like I said, this will come in first, I feel, and it will spark your curiosity to want to learn more about it. You're being encouraged with that new moon in Aries to go for it, my darling Aquarians. I love this for you. I feel that this could really propel you forward here. And I feel if you don't take the opportunity, the universe is going to take matters into its own hands, hence the Tower card, if that makes sense. I feel the Tower is coming in to warn you that if you don't make the decision, the universe will make it for you, my darling Aquarians. So yeah, you've got the Tower card here. And look, I don't feel that the Tower is a bad card. It's just the Tower comes in when you've been encouraged to make a change and you've been ignoring that change, my darling Aquarians, if that makes sense. So you can see one person is jumping out of here, which is that one. The other person was pushed. It's a case of jump or be pushed, my darling Aquarians. Take the matters into your own hands and make the change you need to make. You're being encouraged to go for it. This is going to happen. This is going to work for you, my darling Aquarians. Do not sit back and allow the forces of the universe just to take matters into its own hands. Take control, my darling Aquarians. I feel this is coming in to warn you. I don't feel this will happen unless you don't take the action that's needed. Make the change that you need to make, or the universe will make it for you, my darling Aquarians. That is what I feel is coming in for you. Very straightforward message, I feel, this week, and I don't feel that I need to necessarily drag it out any further, that you're definitely being encouraged to go for it. So there's nothing bad here at all. This communication is going to come in. It is going to spark your curiosity, is what I feel. And I feel that this will allow you to make the changes that you need to make. If you do not take this opportunity that's coming in for you, the universe will intervene, my darling Aquarians. That's what I feel. But you're being encouraged to go for it, my darling Aquarians. There is no reason for you not to go for this amazing opportunity that's coming in for you. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. I am very active and interactive in the comments. I would love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. It really does help my channel grow and lets me know I'm on the right track. Lets the algorithm know that I'm on the right track, and it will push my content out to more people that need to see it. So thank you. And it's all free too. All right, let's get final messages for you, my darling Aquarians. Yeah. Big happy changes. This is what's coming for you. Do not allow the universe to make these changes for you. You're going to make them. Trust. Yes, trust that everything is working out for your highest good, my darling Aquarians. The situation will improve. Yes, it will. I can see it here. It will improve if you take matters into your own hands. In the near future, they say, you've got a yes. Here it is. It's telling you. All signs point to yes, my darling Aquarians. There is nothing bad here at all. You're being encouraged to go for it. So go for it, my darling Aquarians. Gorgeous energies coming in. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon. Hi there, my darling Pisces. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to your reading for the week of December the 8th, 2025. So, my darling Pisces, we're just going to jump right in and start off with an overarching energy using the Moonology manifestation cards. Then we'll move on to my 3-card spread using my tarot cards here and then finish off with angel answer cards. All right, my darling Pisces, what messages does Pisces need to know for this week of December the 8th, 2025? What does Pisces need to know? New moon in Aquarius. Open up to change. Yeah, I love this. Open up to change, my darling Pisces. So yeah, and then look, we're coming through a huge change, transformation type of period. We've just been through a brutal Mercury retrograde. We are still in retro shadow, but this energy is going to clear next week. So, open up to change, my darling Pisces, because it's swirling around us at the moment. Go with the flow. If something wants to, if something comes into your life and you're like, never sort of thought about that, be open to what that could mean for you. If it's something new, be open to where that could take you, my darling Pisces. So yeah, love that for you. All right, let us consult the tarot and see what messages we've got coming in for you, my darling Pisces. What does Pisces need to know for this December the 8th, 2025? Let's see. Page of Swords. He has come up so much in these readings. 2 of Cups. Love it. And the Magician. Wow. Amazing. What a beautiful reading for you, my darling Pisces. All right, so what I'm going to do is give you the meaning of each of the cards, and then I'm going to intuitively put the reading together for you. So you start off here with the Page of Swords. So like I said, he has come up a lot in these readings. And, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that pages in the tarot are messengers. And he comes in to spark your curiosity about something. Is there something that you want to explore? Is there someone you want to explore? And I say that because you've got the 2 of Cups here. And there could be, a significant person coming in for you at this time. It could be someone that you've manifested. So, it could be someone that sparks your curiosity and, just makes you want to, be open to the possibility of a new relationship or, change, my darling Pisces. So, keep that in mind, that's what the Page of Swords means. It also could be that someone's watching you, my darling Pisces. So there could be an admirer coming in for you, is, what I'm getting. I'm feeling that's what the energy is off, these cards that are on the table at the moment. And I feel it's someone that you have manifested. I think it's someone that you have wished for, my darling Pisces. So I'd love to see that. That is very exciting for you, my darling Pisces, if you are looking for love. Then you've got the 2 of Cups. So like I said, this is this could be literally a soulmate. It's that soulmate type of energy, but it doesn't have to be love. It doesn't have to be romantic love. It could just be, a soulmate as in a best friend or, a work colleague or, someone that exhibits that energy where you feel very close to them, my darling Pisces. And look, if you're not looking for love or any kind of friendship or relationship like that, it could just be you and your higher self. The 2 of Cups is all about communication too, because we've got the Staff of Hermes here, and this is Mercury here, which is communication. So, you know, now that we've come out of Mercury retrograde, this could be a time where, you know, you literally meet someone where you have great communication with them, where you can just talk to them and it's easy and it's natural and you feel you could talk to them all day, my darling Pisces, which I love. I love that feeling for you. You know, and with this open up to change, I feel that you will only have this if you're open to receive it. You need to be open to receiving this person into your life, is what I feel. If you're all closed off and, you know, not wanting this in your life, then you won't get it. Simple as that. You need to be open to it, my darling Pisces. But I do feel very good about this. And like I said, if this isn't another person, it will just be you being very in touch with you and your higher self, downloading messages and energy and being in tune with the flow of your life and any kind of manifestation that you want, my darling Pisces. That's what I'm feeling off the Two of Cups here. And then you have the beautiful Magician card. So the Magician is the master manifester of the tarot. You know, you can see he's got this infinity symbol here. That is the symbol of infinite possibilities, my darling Pisces. You know, he is master of the suits of all, master of all the suits of the tarot. So, you know, he is, like I said, the master manifester. I feel for you this week that your words may be spells this week, my darling Pisces, that you have that gift of the gab where with that Two of Cups, with the communication, I feel that, you know, your dialogue, your conversation with someone else or with others is just going to flow. It's going to feel effortless. You're going to have some witty banter, I feel, with someone or, you know, other people this week. And, yeah, they're just going to feel that, you know, they're going to love talking to you, my darling Pisces, is what I feel. Or you're going to love talking to them as well. If this is, you know, someone else as well, then the conversation between the two of you is going to be electric, is what I feel. So I love that. And this is someone that you've manifested, I feel. Like I said, my darling Pisces. And if this isn't another person and you're not looking for love or anything like that, or, you know, a friend or whatever, then like I said, this is you and your higher self. And you're just manifesting happiness into your life, change into your life. What you have been wanting is what I feel you're going to bring to you this week. I feel it's all going to move forward this week for you, my darling Pisces, which is divine. I'm loving this energy for you, but you need to be open to it. Be open to the change that's going to occur. So if I'm going to put it all together, I just feel that, you know, someone or something, I feel more of a someone is going to spark your curiosity, my darling Pisces. They're going to make you want to know more. And I feel you're going to have such a witty dialogue with this person that you're going to want to not stop talking to them, is what I feel. And your words are spells this week, my darling Pisces. So just be careful what you wish for here as well. Be careful what words you speak out loud, because what you think about, what you speak out loud, you will bring about, my darling Pisces. That's how powerful I feel this energy is for you this week. And just remember that this won't come unless you are open to change, unless you're open to receive this new person, unless you're open to receive the manifestation that you want in your life, you will not get it, my darling Pisces. So just remember to be open to the beautiful things that are on offer for you this week, my darling Pisces. I love this for you. What a gorgeous reading. Such a gorgeous reading. So if you're enjoying the reading so far, please do give it a thumbs up for me. You know, I'd love it if you could please like, share, comment, subscribe. It's free, doesn't cost you anything to do any of that, but it really does help my channel grow. Lets the algorithm know that you're enjoying my content and pushes it out there for others to see it. All right, let's get final messages for you before my voice goes. Excuse me. All right, let's get final messages. Compromise, yeah. There could be a compromise between you and someone else that may need to occur, and there's nothing wrong with that. Improving health, yeah, great. Byproduct of, all this energy moving forward. Excuse me. Listen to your intuition, they say, yeah. And I feel that is important for you to listen to make sure that this person that's coming in is that person that you feel that soul connection with. Make sure that it makes you feel good, my darling Pisces. Wait, they say, is you're going to choose a new direction, yeah. And look, with the wait card, I feel that that's come through just to say don't make any hasty decision. Wait until you feel that this is the right way for you, my darling Pisces. But this looks just beautiful for you, my darling Pisces. Just be open to change. If you're not open, you will not receive it, my darling Pisces. Thank you so much for watching. I love you, and I'll be back again soon.